What's up, YouTube? Pepe coming to you, Captain Awesome's Fishroom, Jeff Croman's Robot, bringing y'all a long overdue video. It's been a while. Can't believe how long it's been. But, yeah. So I thought I'd bring y'all a video, give y'all a little update of the Fishroom. Not too much has changed. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. It's just, having this work schedule, it's kind of weird for me to do videos, so if that makes any sense. But as you can see, I grew my hair out. For any of y'all interested in that kind of stuff, Drew, he's excited too, guys. He's excited too. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and start this video. Alright, so here is the main man, Cletus, the Fahaka puffer. He's doing awesome in this tank, and if y'all can remember, there was a lot of snails in here. Now they've all been condensed to the substrate. They don't come out much anymore unless it's nighttime. You can see one trying to get away there, but other than that, this guy stays pretty fat. And it's a diet mainly of snails. I'm really trying to lean him towards the more snail and crawfish type stuff. I'll do an update on the self-cloning crayfish a little later in the video. But you can see that he hunts for those snails now. Now, a couple times a week, maybe 3 times a week, I will give him a half-shelled clam. Maybe we'll get to see him eat a snail here. But as you can see, he's doing a lot. I mean, he's doing great, as he always has. Never had any problems with this guy, but he is growing a little bit. And it's not lengthwise, it's girthwise. You can see him right there as he turned. You can see how thick he's getting. And I think that's due to the steady diet of snails. Because he's not eating just a few meals a day with me feeding him, half-shelled clams and stuff like that. He's actually eating snails all throughout the day. And that's going to be better for his teeth as well, keeping those grinded down and stuff like that. So, really excited about this guy. I mean, he's just doing excellent. Now, as far as the tank setup goes, the only thing I've done to this tank is to add a heater, and I added a few plants. Of course, the Sunset High Grow, my favoriteest plant in the whole wide world, and some Java moss. Now, I still do have a calico bushy nose pleco in here. And I'll be adding some more rocks and stuff because these guys do not like a boring setup. They'll start running up and down the glass and stuff if, they don't have stuff to creep around and look for and stuff like that. So I'll be adding some rocks in here, and pretty soon he'll be getting a 55 to himself. And that should hold him content for quite a while. But yeah, so let's move on to another tank and get on with this update. Alright, so as you can see here, this is just a bushy nose pleco tank. I have the chocolates and the calicos in here. A whole bunch of Java moss, as you can see. Some Italian Val. Of course, I got the Sunset High Grow. Some Ludwigia. Can't remember the name anymore. And then, of course, I have that carnivorous plant right there, and you can see the little pods on it. Now, this thing is really fun to watch, especially if you can get a little bit of planaria to live inside of your tank without your fish eating them all off, because these guys will actually eat the planaria. You can see a couple of them. I put a few in here for them, but you just drop them inside the center mass of that plant, and the planaria swim around and they get sucked up in there. It's kind of hard to see them get sucked up in there, but they do. And this is a fun little tank. Just has the bushy nose plecos, as I said, and a whole bunch of miscellaneous plants and stuff. So yeah. Alright, now we're down at one of the tanks that don't really get that much action too much. We have my Pike cichlid right there, and my red-tailed giant garami right over here. You see him, her, whatever he is. He's looking a lot better since I moved him to this tank, and he has more room to swim around. It wasn't that he was necessarily too small for that tank, it's just he needed more swimming space. I knew it, he knew it, and we both agreed on getting in this 40 breeder. Hopefully I'll have 120 before he outgrows this tank. So that's really the only thing going on in here, so let's move on. Alright, and then there was this guy, Caesar the Amphilophus hogaboom room. And that brings me to another point, guys. I've had somebody, I can't remember exactly who it was, they said write the names of my cichlids in the description. Well, here's the thing, if you see a cichlid in my video, generally I always say the name of them, whether it be Hoga for this guy or Trimac for Odin over there. But anyways, this is an Amphilophus hogaboom room. His name is Caesar, and as you can see, he is an in-your-face type of fish. Always wants to hurt something. See? Always wants to hurt something. Trying to give y'all a show. But, yeah. Always wants to hurt something, and just doing awesome in this tank. Still eating the power feed. And, loving it. Loving life inside of his new little 55 here. He's tearing up those sponge filters, so I'm going to have to switch him over to those little plastic ones. But, yeah. But he's looking gorgeous. Looking gorgeous. Alright, so here is the 50 long subscriber planted tank, and you know, this tank is still doing moderately well. I had a little algae outbreak in it. Forgot to dose for a few days, and it's amazing how fast something can go wrong. But for the most part, I've got it all cleaned out now. The only thing that's left is the spot algae on the glass, which is kind of making it look a little foggy. I don't know if I can get the, I don't know. But all the puffers are doing great. You can see some of the algae down along here and stuff like that. But other than that, plants are growing great. The algae didn't really get onto the plants too much as it did the substrate and the rocks and stuff like that. But for the most part, I've got it all cleaned up and back to where it should be. And now I have an alarm on my phone to remind me when to dose. So down there, we actually have 2 crayfish. They haven't come out in a long time, so I was going to show y'all, but they've already ran back. So, but yeah, 50 long subscriber planted tanks, looking awesome, doing awesome, and hopefully we'll get some spawns out of those little puffers soon. Really friendly little fish. Look at these guys. Sorry about the glare. But yeah. Alright, and here's an update on the self-cloning marbled crayfish, or the Procambarus phalanx species virginalis. A lot of people call them marble crabs. They're just a self-cloning crayfish. This is going to be my natural sustaining food source for Cletus, the Pahaka puffer. You can see they're getting really big. Feeding these guys veggie krill and the occasional bloodworm. Still at 5. You can see another one right up here on the Java fern. Really interacting type crayfish. I've never had crayfish, you know, come out and greet me at the glass like this. So, pretty interesting little fellas. I can't wait until they start self-cloning. Should be around 3 to 4 inches. I've read and heard. So, yeah, little update on those guys. And again, they're eating veggie krill and the occasional bloodworm. Alright, so here is my clown knife. I haven't named him yet, but he is just on the verge of accepting veggie krill as his food source. He's really loving those bloodworms. You can see my, let's see, Delhaize bitcher right there. That's Zombie. And then, I don't know where Smaug is. But everybody in that tank's doing well. Alright, so here is the main attraction of my fish room, and this is Odin, the Amphilophus trimaculatum, or trimac as a lot of people call him. He's doing awesome. He was sulking the other day, did a really big water change. He didn't get excited as most do for some reason, but sprinkled some food in there, so maybe he'll come over and feed, maybe not. But the Adonis pleco, you can see him there. Also have two regular plecos and then 4 rhinos. You can see one of the rhinos there and then another one there up under the driftwood. Gorgeous animals. But I don't know, for some reason he just doesn't like the camera anymore. It's weird. But yeah, maybe he'll come out before we finish the video. But here's Big Rig, the last fish to update inside my fish room. Definitely getting bigger. I need to get him over in the 140. Sorry about the glare. But I need to get him in the 140 and get him cracking and lacking over there so I can move another fish into this tank. But he's doing well. He's doing well. Still eating Power Feed by Southern Delight. And then this is the snake cage. Just fed him again today. It's pretty cool. But he's not out. He's burrowed up somewhere right now. But he's doing good. And I do have a little heat pad under here. This is the hot spot over here, and then this is cool spot over here. And it is a male, and it's a hypomelanistic, which means there is no black pigmentation. The little rings on his body that look black are actually a really dark purple color. And then of course y'all saw the oranges and the reds, but I'll do another update video for him. As always, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all are thinking. Go and check out Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook. Make sure you hit that like button over there. I got all those links inside the description. Make sure you check out New Algae. Get those guys bumping inside of your tank. With that said, guys, again, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all are thinking. This is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. Happy fish keeping. And stay true to the hobby. Peace out.